We are ready to go. You can go whenever you choose.
Welcome, everyone, to the meeting of the Porter County Board of Elections. Can we start the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And the roll call will show that councilpersons Lowe, Bangs, Welter, Chittister, and Bailey are present, along with our attorney, Monica Conrad. And has everyone had an opportunity to review the minutes?
Motion to approve, Mr. Chairman. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. And the clerk's report.
I have a draft of the polling locations that we're planning to use for the 2019 general. It's in draft form. We still need to make sure that people with uncontested races are not going to have them, and we have to wait until the convention deadline passes and the commissioners pass them in order for them to be final. But I just wanted everyone to get like a brief glimpse. I can email it, but if I printed it on non-color, you wouldn't be able to see the keys. We are also very excited. We're nearing the final stages of our first candidate training, so we'll be looking for Attorney Conrad to make a disclaimer saying that it's informational purposes and candidates are still responsible for knowing all the election laws. But it'll be a 2-hour session on a Saturday morning, and it'll go over campaign finance information as well as signage and other campaign laws that are helpful for everyone to know. We met with the ES&S representative, and the coding is going good for the November election. We're on track with that. The elections registration staff, along with myself and Chief Deputy Hartwig, attended the voter registration conference. We talked about that last time. They went over the voter list maintenance project, security, changes within the VRG-6, and then also updates that are going to be happening with the Quest system. The other useful piece of information that we learned there is that as of December 31st, there's going to be a proficiency test for the elections division across the state, and it's from the Secretary of State and the election division to show that you are proficient in Quest. So if you're not, then your SVRS user may be revoked. We don't know anything more than you have to know it by 12/31. We don't know exactly what we need to know. All that information is still coming. It's relatively new. And then the last bit of information that I have is that our director, Sunday, was accepted into the Certificate in Election Administration, Technology, and Security, the SEATS program at Ball State. And a little bit about the program, and you saw the posting on Facebook, is that it will go over different criteria such as human resources, poll worker training, election and procedural law, budgets, physical space management, organization communication, public relations, information technology, and cybersecurity. Election administrators across the state and clerks are taking this. It's going to be a lot of really good information that she's able to bring back. But she starts that next week.
Thank you. Do we have a director's report?
Jessica just wanted me to brief you a little bit about the voter list maintenance. Oh, really, Ethan? We had the voter list maintenance that was due we had to finish it by August 8th. We did finish it. We got all of them done. We did over 34,000 BLMs. The voter list maintenance is what it is. They send a postcard to every registered voter in the state. And then the ones for Porter County all came back, and they could either confirm their registration at that resident address, they could update their registration, or cancel it because they moved outside of the county or outside of the state. So we did get them all processed by the deadline, which was, like I said, August 8th. So we're on track for that, so that's kind of exciting. We had the fair. We didn't get to really talk about the fair because we were in the midst of it at the last election. We voted over 670 people. Came and tested out the machines from the age of 6 up to the age of 60 plus. We've got really good feedback. They really liked it. They liked the ease. We actually had some board members from Lake and LaPorte County come out and check the machines out because they're going to have to get new machines eventually since they're getting rid of DREs. But we had a lot of really good feedback. A lot of people really liked it. We had a lot of parents brought their kids that were going to be 18 in so they could learn how to use the machines, and then a lot of kids who brought their older parents in so that they would feel more comfortable when they were voting on it for the next couple of years. And I think that's it. We started the projects. We're getting a lot of the cleanup done from the last election. You know, we have to hold on to that stuff for so long. You can't be touched after recounts. So we brought some part-timers in to get all the blue bins where the inspector supplies are stored, get those all cleaned out. So we're on track getting everything ready for the November election, getting the materials for the next set of inspectors all ready to go. Okay. I think that's it.
Questions?
Sound like moving on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everything's moving on smooth.
Campaign finance reports.
We are able to cross one name off the list. Lynn Ross submitted her information shortly after the last meeting, but I think for the last one, we're going to have to wait for it to administratively resolve. We only haven't been able to be reached. They've been contacted in multiple ways, but haven't been able to finish that up.
And how long has that been?
We were going to get sometime.
Chairman Simpson said that he was going to reach out to her, and he tried to reach out to, I think, children, and they're not responsive. I don't know if they understand what it is, or they just don't want to be involved, but they just haven't been able to reach them.
They all live out of state. We tried Facebook, text message, no response. The text message could be maybe they don't have that number anymore, they don't know, calling them, so they haven't responded to it.
And how much longer do we have?
We can disband, I think it's 2021. That would be 3 years with no expenditures or foreseen on it.
So this is from 16, this report?
No, it's from 18.
18.
So we have to wait till
2021, and then they're absolved?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But that's the last name we have on our list, so that's a good thing.
Yep.
With that, my question is, do you want us to look into PACs and, you know, party reports, things like that, or are we good with candidates?
The PACs and party reports are all filed downstate, so if you really wanted to look at them, I mean, you can get them from downstate. So it's like duplicate if you wanted to do it up here. What I'd like to see is, and Kennard brought this up a few years ago, be able to file this stuff online. You
There
know,
are
I mean,
programs that we can do that.
yeah, I mean, I know there's a cost associated with that, but, I mean, come on, I mean, if you want to be efficient, file these reports online. I mean, I do all our PAC for my union on online, and it's always on time. It's just so easy. If you had to do this paper and everything like this, you're constantly making notes and changing things and
Yeah, we
everything, and
started-
pre-printing things, and,
We started looking into it. I can bring some costs back. Now would be a good time to do it, because budget hearing starts in October, so I didn't put it in the original request for the budget, but I can see if they can amend it if it's something, because it is a substantial cost. But I'll bring some prices back and see if we can figure it out.
Yeah, why not?
yeah.
It makes the most sense.
Be easier for us.
Yeah, for everybody.
Much easier for you guys.
Yeah, it'd be easier to read them.
Yeah.
Some people handwrite them.
Yeah.
Right. It's got spell check in it.
There you go. Even better.
I use it a lot.
Do we have any new business? Announcements?
Just some upcoming dates, the highlights that we have, because everything's in the yellow book, but some highlights are August 21st is deadline for a convention, 28th is the deadline for the town party chair to certify who won the convention, and then September 16th is the deadline to inform the chairman of the number of absentee boards and central counters. And then I've got the next meeting is September 19th.
Here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, the October one, I was reached out to because we have our meetings on the third Thursday of every month at 3 o'clock. The next one we will need to be done for October, will need to be done by 4:30 because they'll start budget hearings. It hasn't been a problem yet. I don't anticipate it being a problem being out by 4:30, but just want to give everyone a heads up.
Any other business? I invite public comment. Yes, ma'am.
Jennifer Cruz, 200 Franklin Street, Porter. I usually look online to see if there's a notice about an election board meeting, even though I know that they're regularly scheduled for Thursday, each month at 3 o'clock. And this meeting wasn't put online. I know the paper was notified for state law, but I think it would be helpful to a lot of people to put the meetings and cancellations of meetings online, because a lot of people, they go by everything online as well.
Yeah, it's normally online.
It wasn't on the town county website.
It may have missed, the person who does it had a family emergency, and so we were just publishing everything to the email addresses that we normally are copied on, so we probably missed putting it up online.
Okay, I think that's.
Because we put the agenda up, the meeting should automatically be posted up there, but normally what they post up there before that would be the agenda.
Okay.
But the meeting should already be on
Last
there.
post for the county website was individual items.
That's probably the agenda when that was sent.
Okay.
I'll double check it.
And also, the postcards, would that be updated in the computer information? Because I have a post office box with mailing address, but everything with voting and my license with my street address on it, and I got it to your mailing address. Okay, so they sent it to my post office box, but I didn't get one at my street address, so it's still okay?
Yep. Okay, as long as if you had a mailing address on file, they sent it back, they wanted to make sure that people were getting it. Even if you had your mail forwarded, it was sending it to them, so that way they could respond and update or cancel the
Okay.
restriction.
Okay, thank you. Because they used to send it before to the street address.
Yeah, they fixed it this time.
Thank you.
I agree with Mr. Chittister that it'd be great for the candidates if you could get it online. I will offer one word of caution. Lake County thought about doing it, went off on their own, and spent several thousands of dollars trying to develop a program, and it never worked. So if you're going to do it, buy one of the ones that have been sanctioned and are being used by the state. Because those are very easy programs to use and makes it very easy to enter the information. We got 9 of them to do all at one time. Sure would help me out.
Is that the one you use, Jeff? Is the one that's state sanctioned? like-
State sanctioned, yeah, no sense reinventing the wheel. I mean, you can go in there and cut and paste and all that stuff, but I mean, it really doesn't work well. I mean, just use the one that the state provides you, it's really flawless. It really is. It's just a little costly. I don't know why, I can't remember what they charge to do it, but it's worth every cent.
Yeah, it should be.
Do they charge the candidates to file online? Or is it
Yeah.
just
No.
what you have the process of
It was
filing?
the county.
I mean, it's a small fee. Once you find it, hard to say.
Any other public comment? And we'll be in adjournment.